Taurus, this is, I tell you, the most important month of your life. I know that's a big statement, but Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, folk, you're having a rare, not seen since 1941, Jupiter conjunction with Uranus in the sign of you. So we're going to dive into that in this month ahead video, but also we're going to cover the eclipse of April the 8th. So this is such a humdinger for both Tauruses and the Aries folk that I just did this video for. Let's get rolling. But by the way, before we start, if you're new to my channel, guess what? My name is Lori Lothian. I'm using the Western Tropical Zodiac, the whole sign house system, and I'm a total nut for the fixed stars and minor asteroids, and therefore you get a lot of that kind of content on my channel. I put up 40 or more videos every month. Check me out by liking and subscribing, and welcome back to all of my regulars. Now, also, my small announcement for you is I'm teaching my Sky Reader, Time Your Best Life course. It's Be Your Own Astrologer, Time Your Best Life, 5th time teaching it. It's a live class with me. It starts on the middle of April. You want to get aboard and take that class. We have a weekly class live on Saturdays, replay available. You get the content forever in my Padaya teaching site. You also have a weekly Q&A with me. Times will vary to adjust different time zones, but once a week, and a Facebook group to put your homework out and connect. I'm trying to create a high-touch environment that allows you to learn some simple timing techniques that can help you time your best life, as well as learn the basics of astrology, the best I can teach you in a 6-week class. Alrighty, let's get rolling and talk. And in the description box below, under the More button, all that information is there. All right, starting off with this month, we're not going to jump right into the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. That'll be in the chronological part of the sky. But let's start off with a few stories about planetary changes of signs, shall we? Venus, Mars, and Mercury are doing certain things that we want to know about. We must know about it. Certainly for you, of course, Venus, because she is the Lord of your sign. She rules you as she does the Libra folk. Venus will be moving on April the 5th from her exaltation in Pisces into the sign of Aries. And she'll be in Aries from April the 5th to the 29th. This takes a Venus story out of your 11th house. Okay, so, your sun and moon were acting like derived first house. Aries rising is your 11th house, whole sign house, Pisces, where she was traveling for 3 weeks before April the 5th, maybe giving you a social glow up, time with friends, better gains in your career, etc. And sun and moon, sun is your career and moon is your home, moon is your body, sun is your career and purpose and father figures. This is what we want to listen for your rising sign, right? Free tutorial in the description box below, how to cast your chart in whole sign houses and find your rising sign. But Venus here in Aries is going to now be looking squarely in her tomboy Xena warrior princess fashion as she's moving through a sign of detriment at things that you might need to change when it comes to addictions or self-undoing, especially substance abuse or dependencies, which are often found in that 12th house. And as she's moving through your 12th house, April the 5th to the 29th, she's encountering Chiron, and she would ask you to look at a chironic wound. Now, I've got a whole video coming out on this, but it would be, where have you been wounded, essentially, in something that you're your own worst enemy? And she'll be helping you undo that and unwind that energy, okay, of either a sexual love, romantic, bed pleasure, or addiction type of wound, or even a money wound if you happen to make money from foreign lands and foreign shores and borderless income. But otherwise, it's a transit that can help you heal and something that you do in your life that isn't good for you. And that's April the 5th to the 29th. And then we look at what is happening with Mars. Mars is moving through the sign of Pisces, where he will be until the end of the month, April 30th. And Pisces for you, as a Taurus sun, moon, and rising, is that place Venus was in. That's your 11th house of good spirit. Up there, you will find Mars will cut away, sever, and end friendships that you don't really want, people that don't really fit your mode. They're not your people. Mars kicks them to the curb. At the same time, you may be very busy also refining and redefining your long-range goals and plans and what you really want in your life. And you may also be looking at the situation with your earnings in your career and making decisions and taking actions, Mars words, around what you need to keep and let go of in order for you to experience greater success financially and in other ways, rewards and perks from the career of choice. Let's face it, Pluto's moving through your Aquarius 10th house, and you're going to accept nothing but the most powerful, potent, true, and deep career path for yourself. Alrighty. When we have Mercury in Aries, he's there from March 10th to May 15th, so all of the month of April. Most important is his retrograde. Mercury will be going backwards in the sky, close to Earth, April the 1st to the 25th. April the 1st to the 25th, a retrograde Mercury has you going over old ground, nostalgic childhood memories, past life regressions, dreams about things from the past. Yes, April the 1st to 25th is introspective. However, if you wish to travel to foreign lands and foreign shores, sometimes this happens when Mercury is in the sign of your 12th house, and his retrogradation would look like you're traveling, and Venus is here for pleasure and joy, or with a woman to somewhere you have been before, or for romance to some place you have already traveled to before. So that opportunity is April the 1st to the 25th. My daughter is a Taurus sun. She'll be going with her guy, her live-in boyfriend, to Mexico, where a place she's been before. So look for those really practical stories to unfold here, but pay attention during the retrograde to your dreams, especially the Mercury Cazimi can be a big breakthrough in your inner life and dreams. It's coming up this month. I'll share the dates for that as we do the chronological part of this reading. Now, I did mention that we have an eclipses. I think I did April the 8th, a total solar eclipse in Aries. And so we'll get to that as well as the full moon in Scorpio. Now, everything I'm covering here, guys, I had do deeper dive videos in everything we're talking about. So you can also like and subscribe. This is your overview. The deep dives will be in individual videos. I don't miss any major transits on my channel. I'm a fiend for covering the astrology weather and telling you about the synodic cycles to understand it in a rinse repeat manner. Alrighty, so let's talk next about the chronology of the month. Venus is the Lord of Taurus, and she co-joins with Neptune on April the 3rd. Wow, so beautiful. This is like you're going to have a big glow up around hope and unconditional love and spiritual awareness and a sense of dreamy contentment, maybe a soulmate vibe within yourself, because, you're going to feel this energy, the Lord of your sign, in the house of great career gains, but friends and allies. So having this conjunction of Venus and Neptune flowing to you from your 11th house. First of all, if you're single and you meet somebody under this, likely through a group of friends or an event you're going to, keep the person probably, because Venus, Neptune in Pisces, she's exalted. Co-joining in the house of social groups, belongings, and friendships could mean you meet a soulmate that's truly a really good friend. But otherwise, this can be a beautiful time for you, April 3rd, socially, where you have a really profound sense of being deeply spiritually and enlivened and mystically inclined in connections to others socially. And if you're an artist or a creative type, you may also be saying, oh, wow, I just met my dream artist, performer, painter, think dream Neptune, Venus, the arts, and you're just gobsmacked by this lucky day, April the 3rd. You always give or take a day on either side. April the 6th to the 7th, Taurus, you're having Venus sextiling Pluto. Now, Venus has already moved now into Aries, and she's in the early degrees of Aries, looking up at Pluto in your 10th house of career. Nothing wrong with that. This is a career glow up, and it can bring you more authority and power or success in your career from backroom deals and negotiations, people favoring you from behind the scenes, or if you're somebody who makes borderless income, a pickup in that borderless income revenue and career stuff and empowering you financially, perhaps April 6th to the 7th. April the 9th to the 10th, Mars conjuncts your Saturn. Boom. Hit a wall, anyone? Right after that eclipse of April the 8th. Let's cover that time frame. So April the 8th, there is that total solar eclipse at 19 Aries, but because it's subtle and it's in your 12th house, it may not be that big a deal for you. You may find that that's more like, oh, I'm opening up an insight, or I'm opening up a vision or a dream of some sort. Certainly with all of the eclipses here, April of last year, April of 25, and this one smack in the middle, but it's total solar, there can be a new beginning and a fresh start in your life in the year that follows around foreign travel, foreign lands, moving to another country, making money in and from international sources, and completely having a spiritual awakening or getting rid of your addictions. That stuff's in play over the year that follows the April 8th eclipse. And with Chiron there, a deep healing of addictions, a profound shift around a chironic wound of self-undoing. However, we also see right afterwards, Mars will smash into Saturn and hit his head in your house of friendships, your 11th house in Pisces. That can look like a hard stop on a friendship. That can look like a crash down of some kind of career goal or dream or gain, something you've been wanting to achieve, but like you're going to hit a wall, you're going to feel some frustration. But Saturn Mars can be another person, a friend of yours, in their own experience of frustration or their own experience of hitting a wall. So it doesn't always have to be about you, right? You may be getting and hearing from them or something like that. But you can also just say, hey, those friendships feel hard. There's frustration. It feels like a hard stop. Do you want to go through the wall, around the wall? Do you want to quit that group of friends, belonging, friendship circles? Those kinds of things are in the story. Sometimes you can quit a job with this because the gains of your career come from here, and you may hit a wall and just quit that job or career path, dead stop here. So look for that possibility. Yeah, April 9th and 10th, just after that eclipse. Don't forget, eclipses take a year to show you what they got up their sleeve. It's not the day of the eclipse. April 11th and the 12th, Mercury will cazimi with the sun going to the heart of the sun at 22 degrees of Aries. Good time for divine downloads, past life regression, spiritual insights, deep understanding. Mercury's retrograde, some profound stuff from your childhood, from your past lives can be revealed and healed. I love that phrase. Revealed and healed to you through nocturnal dreams, insights, meditations, or trance journeys or something. And that is going to be a really good time for you to join my free Mercury webinar where we do a guided meditation. We get in touch with the asteroids and the stars involved in this eclipse. It's both a learning and an actual experiential class. It's always free. It's in the description box to sign up. Please come aboard one of my free webinars. Then April the 18th to the 21st, we have a big sky time. It's so much to talk about. I almost feel overwhelmed trying to cover this in these shorter videos, but I'm going to give it my college girl try. First of all, backdrop, it's going to be as far back as the 15th of the month of April to the 26th, where you feel the energy of the 1941 last seen Jupiter conjunct Uranus energy. Now, Jupiter and Uranus coming together in the sign of Taurus, that's how long ago this happened, is going to redefine your entire life because it's happening in your sign. Your sun, it's about your career and purpose and your soul, deeper soul energy. Your rising sign, everything about you. And of course, your moon, your nest, your home, and your body. Big change, Tauruses, in you, and it runs for 14 years afterwards. It's not just a one and done, but there may be big events that begin to percolate the 15th to the 26th as Jupiter is getting closer to Uranus, and on the 21st of April, they meet, depends on your time zone. Now, as that's building, I'm going to say April 18th to the 21st, we also have Mars cheering on Jupiter. He's like, go, Jupiter, go. Meet with Uranus in the Taurus sky. And he's doing the cheerleading from Pisces, where he's lap swimming. So you may find that Mars is going to be friends who are benefactors and allies supporting you in some massive transformation of career or body and home directions in a positive way, or just everything about you. Some friend or ally or benefactor is pressing you on in a positive champion, hero, cheerleader manner. But at the same time this is occurring, we also have Mercury moving through the sign of Aries retrograde at the same time, conjunct Venus. This is insights, ideas, information, news coming from foreign places, foreign lands, foreigners, maybe at foreign land travel, April 18th to the 21st, maybe about dreams from your insights from your dreams. Venus on the 12th is about your bed pleasures, but also your addictions. So you make pleasures that you overdo, and you're healing something, big healing on the 18th to the 21st as you have that Venus Mercury conjunction supporting the inner work of the 12th house. As well, we see the Sun and Pluto coming into a square at the same time. Again, we're talking about 18th to the 21st. Oh, Pluto is trying to transform your career and reputation in bold and new ways for the first time in your life. A little bit of it last March to June. It's going to go away September to November, and then Pluto's spending the next 20 years in your career house. Like a lot of you Tauruses are going to experience a whole new way of being in career and purpose in this world that's way more powerful than you could ever imagine. Pluto will transform, change, and revolution and catalyze significant transformation in your purpose in this life as it pertains to work and career. So the sun is squaring Pluto, and the sun is in Taurus, and that's you. You are the sun. You are looking over at Pluto and saying, F you, or what are we doing here? What's this about? Sun Pluto is about power and tyranny. It could be a blowout with a superior or powerful tyrant or boss or dictator in your work and office space. And if that happens, you're going to make changes because the sun is in your sign. You are in charge of this, and you're going to make some significant changes April 18th to the 21st in the area that you would call your work and reputation. And then finally, we have on the 23rd, a full moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees and a full moon in Scorpio at that degree is interesting for you because Scorpio is not about you, Taurus. It's about your marriage partner, your business partner, your clients, and your audience. So something's going on over there. It's going to impact people 0 to 10 degrees Taurus, sun, moon, or rising most effectively. But what are you looking across at in the 7th house? And there is a fullness here. I want you to go back to the fall when there was a new moon in Scorpio. And just think about October, Halloween, usually. I don't have the exact date handy, October, November. There was a new moon in Scorpio. And what were you doing with a marriage partner, business partner last fall that now is coming to a fulfillment, a fullness in your life? And that fulfillment can be a completion or an ending in that relationship, or it can be a fruiting of something big and something growing and something becoming more large. But that takes not just, oh, there's a full moon on the 23rd, but 6 months for you to know what the full moon is giving you. So don't think it's all about the day. Finally, April 28th to the 30th, Mars and Neptune co-join in your house of friendships and groups of belonging. That's your 11th house in Pisces. That's coming up at the late degrees of that sign. So anyone 25 to 29 Taurus will feel it more, but all Tauruses feel this kind of celestial, spiritual warrior, alchemical, magical energy picking up intense energy for you on the 28th to the 30th. And it can be some kind of feeling like you are able to make decisions and go take actions, Mars, are in alignment with deeper spiritual impulses within you, or that a spiritual friend or ally with great advice or guidance about what you should do or decide or directions you should take is really opening up a doorway for you on the 28th to the 30th of April for you to take some significant steps in your life. Then we also see at the very same time, Venus in Taurus, your sign, making you more beautiful. Don't forget, after the 29th, she moves into your sign. Great for haircuts, wardrobes, and stuff. You being charming and beautiful and likable and lovable and congenial and persuasive and charming. Did I say charming? April 28th, she gets there. She'll be there for 3 weeks. But April 28th to the 30th, Venus is going to square Pluto. You, in your charm offensive, are actually squaring something in the workspace. And don't forget, we already saw the sun square Pluto on April 20th to 21st. April 20 to 21 may be followed through by April 28th to the 30th. The best I can say is if you have any kind of constraint with a dominating force of power in a work environment or career environment, you may be making changes from a place of superior power to be persuasive, charming, but get what you want. And that again in the work environment, April 28th to the 30th in the career and reputation area. Thanks, Taurus, for listening. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please consider doing so. If you are at all interested in learning astrology, my Sky Reader class does start, as I said, mid-April. Jump aboard. In the description box, there's the early bird discount link to get ready for the opening of the cart, probably on April the 1st. And finally, guess what? I'm recording on March the 20th. Patreon community, 350 subscribers there, and Patreon members get this content now, and it's early access ad free. Plus, if you want to join as a new member, you get my 2 free courses, Synastry, the Key to Purpose, Are You My Person Synastry Relationship course, and Chiron, the Key to Purpose. If these classes already taught, valued at $33 each, for free interest you, come check out Patreon and then just leave, guys. Just leave. You don't have to stick around. You don't like it. Just take the gifts and run. That is $5 a month minimum entry to my Patreon. Check it out. Thanks for listening, guys. Taurus, have an amazing, world-rocking intensity of April 2024. Bye-bye, guys.